Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's me, Jasmine the Buffet Witch, and welcome to the video. We are going to be doing a new series of mine that came to me whilst I was on the toilet. I'm just being real with y'all. Did that ever happen to you? Shower? Okay. Bathroom. It's fine. So today we are going to start the first of many to come, called One Occasion, 3 Looks. I might do 5 looks, but let's go with 3 because I literally conceived this today. Okay, no, or yesterday, last night. It doesn't matter. But I just came up with the idea, so I'm not quite sure exactly what I want to do with it. But the premise of it is I'm going to show you 3 looks I would wear to whatever the occasion is. Today's occasion is going to be, I think, again, all on the fly. Let's guess. Let's think about this. How about a date? My husband and I spent some time together just being a couple, so I'm feeling all lovey-dovey. So let's say it's our first date, our 3rd date, and our 5th date. Yes? First date, if I wanted to be, soft and demure, not too much. I'm not sure how he feels about a full face of makeup, not that I would care. But let's say I just wanted to, be a little soft and gentle. I feel like this is one of the products that I would choose. I recently picked up this eyeshadow stick set from the brand Joy Bright at Ulta. It's like one of their holiday sets. I feel like this is a new brand to Ulta. Yes, I thought these would be fun. I'm getting into my liquid shadows and things like that, so I thought, let's revisit those crayons. If you remember NYX and their jumbo pencils, those were like all the rage. Early YouTube, everybody was using Milk to prime their eyes. Okay, so we have these beautiful colors, and look at me, a YouTuber. I'm gonna swatch them for you, okay? So let me do this real quick. I did swatch these when I initially took them out of the box, and I was pleasantly surprised at the feel, the opacity, the ease of which they apply. That's always great, and the fact that it came with such versatile colors. Really, really fun. This was, I can't remember how much it was. If I can still find it, I will put the info on the screen for you. And this is why I don't consider myself like a regular YouTuber and whatnot, or even just beauty content creator. I don't really buy things with the intention for it to be for my channel, so I often don't really look at the deets of things. I don't keep the packages for stuff. It's just for me, so I just put it in my collection and I go. But these are the colors, and they're beautiful, right? There you go. Can you see? Focus. So those are the colors we have to work with, and of course I don't have any makeup wipes with me, so let's see if I can avoid getting this all over everything. But if this was our first date and I wanted something a bit soft, but I also want to look finished, I feel like the easiest thing to do would probably be to play with these more neutral tones, maybe this one as well, and maybe this one for a bright intercorner. So let's do that. So this look is going to be just cream shadows basically. So I'm going to start with this deep color, and I don't know, do these have names? Oh, this is called Dance All Night, and it's our first date, so maybe we will, I'm going to stick this in my outer V and under the lower lash line. I don't know much about these. I don't know if I need to use a brush. I'm not sure if I can use my finger, but I'm going to use them the way I would use them. So I would put this on, and then I would get a brush and I would do very gentle buffing. I'm going to use kind of like a shaped brush like this to just buff it into place. Do I have a mirror? I'm cleaning all of my things, so I don't know where my mirror is. We'll just use my Tres Leche. Okay. So when I think of using sticks, like shadow sticks, I want something that's opaque but not greasy, you know what I mean? And just being honest, when they're of lower cost, sometimes the chances of them being kind of greasy are higher. The chances of that, it's a bit higher than say something like my Stylos from Lancome, which is a really, really long wearing, fancy, like quite expensive formula. Lancome wants your stuff to stay on. She's that rich auntie on the go, okay? So there's that. Very subtle, very gentle, which is kind of the vibe. Excuse me, the vibe we're going for. I'm gonna go ahead and use Pop the Bubbly. Pretty kind of like taupey champagne shade. And this is gonna go on the lid. Or the inner portion of the lid. And I'm gonna round that up in the shape that I usually do my shimmer in. Like that. It's very pretty. And we're gonna go ahead and just take that on the lower lash line as well. Like that. Oh, that's pretty. And now we're just gonna blend those edges together, kind of taking more of that Dance All Night shade and bringing that in to buff the edges of the Pop the Bubbly, kind of calm her down. I like that. And the whole goal of this would be to be easy, one and done, not too much. I'm gonna take the white shade. This one is called Euphoria. And we're just gonna pop a little bit of her on the inner corner. That was a lot more than I thought. So I'm just gonna tap on that just a bit. Nice. And then I can't help myself. I always love a highlight arch of the brow. Not too much, not too much. All right, I'm gonna go ahead to the other eye and I'll come back to you. All right, we are done. We are done. I went in and I used the color Good Vibes and I put that on my lower lashes or my lower lash line for a little pop. And that's look one. So right off the bat, I can see this is creasing on me. Now, I didn't put any type of primer on, so I would just say use a primer, maybe something a little bit more dry or like that dries down to like a powder finish. I'd say something like well, for me, the Juvia's Place Eye Prep by Prime, or I know the Milani eyeshadow base is quite dry. So that might help to stave off any creasing and or setting these shades, of course, with powder. I didn't want to set them with powder because I wanted it to be like a one and done. But yeah, that is look one for you. Okay, so let's say we're on date 3, and for date 3 we're doing something a little bit like, you know, fancy dinner-esque. We're going to a fancy restaurant and, you know, I want to look nice. We're looking nice today. We're really dressing up, okay? Something my husband absolutely hates, but he and every other male in his family look so good when they dress up, but they all hate it. So I would want to, you know, I'd probably wear something very simple. I'm not the best fashionista. I'm not a fashionista, so I'm terrible at like picking clothes, but typically I'd wear something black with some accents. So if, for me, my face is the, you know, the accessory. So I would do something kind of bold, but still a little bit brightening. I like to do like a dark outer V and then something really light and, you know, ethereal on the eye, on the inner portion of the eye, if I can. Whether or not that made sense, I don't know, but let's jump into some eyeshadow. So for this, I'm gonna pull out a new to my collection little, ooh, almost smacked myself in the face. Excited, okay. This matte palette, it's called Wild Matte, a 15 color eyeshadow palette from Nikki K. I was at the beauty supply store, so you know, I always gotta pick up a little makeup whilst I'm there. And I just decided I wanted to try this. It's kind of in the same vein of the Beauty Bay, or not Beauty Bay, Five Below Beauty Treats Neon Brights palette. It's kind of giving that tease. So I just wanted to try this and see how she works. For our shims and our color, Dee Dee, okay? I have a cousin. Her name is Khadijah, but we call her Dee Dee, okay? So we're gonna use Miss Dee Dee's signature. Don't look at my nail. Don't, you didn't see it. Gosh, and I knew that one was gonna pop off. I knew it. Anyways, this is the palette we're going to use, okay? I'm gonna try to use a shade I have not used. So let's go ahead and get our outer V on, and then we will move accordingly. I'm gonna use the Prime Like a Boss from Essence because I don't want I don't feel like using the Juvia's Place today. I don't know why. Don't tell Juvia, okay? Don't tell her I said that. This is still a I Prep by Prime Shade 2 household, but today I just don't feel like it, okay? So we've got our eyes primed. There we go. Get that all the way up to the brow bone. Okay. And let's go ahead and get our crease on. I'll do one eye and then come back to you. You know the deal. Okay. So again, this is the look. Now, personally, like I said, I love a dark black smoky eye. Black eyeshadow has a home here, okay? So I'm never afraid of black. But let's go ahead and move away from that. I've been doing a lot of black and dark blue eyes. Should we do green? I would wear green eyeshadow on a date. It should be like pink and purple and orange. Ooh, I love a good lavender moment. So, how about we do red, lavender? Can we work those together? Or should we let's do purple, okay? So I'm gonna start with the lavender. I feel like doing purple today. So I'm gonna start with this lavender shade. I don't know what the opacity is going to be, so I'm gonna scrub, because typically I gotta scrub into palettes like this. They make you work for it, but it doesn't mean that they're not good quality, okay? And that's a little ashy. That's okay, because it's purple, you know, it's lavender. I'm gonna use her as our transition shade. We're gonna pop her into the socket of the eye. I am literally racing in the sunset. Don't do it, sun. There's no sun right now, but you know. I'm racing here, okay? It's very pretty, I like that. I'm gonna kind of push her upwards up here so we can not exactly touch the brow bone, but we wanna get up there. We wanna stretch up on our tippy toes and try to get up there, okay? It's cute. Next, yeah, I think we're gonna keep, let's go ahead and keep with the purple. So I'm gonna go in with this color here. And I feel like this is gonna stain, so that's gonna suck. So we might end up pulling out Miss Juvia's Place if these stain, because typically this type of purple stains me. And this is gonna go on the outer V. It's pretty. I like that, because I literally, as I was blending, had to remind myself, okay, this was if you were going on a date, would you actually wear this? And I would wear it like this, but I would have to tell myself, stop, slow down, right there, stop. No more opacity, no more depth. This is as deep and dark as it's going to go. Not because I don't think deep, dark makeup is good for dating or second date, third date, whatever. It's just because I can easily get overhand. And I would want it to stay kind of right here. So, you know, yeah, because I want it to be pretty and, you know, a little striking, but not too much for me. Cough. I picked up some more matcha. I love this new cup. It keeps it so hot. That's exactly what you need when you're playing in the makeups. Okay, so let's move on to our shim. Now, given that we're wearing purple here, let's see. And again, I want to try to use a shade I haven't used. Ugh, we can't use green. I haven't used that, but we can't use green. I think I'm gonna fail in the using stuff I haven't used, because I really want to use Twinkle Toes. So we're gonna do it, because I'm the boss. I'm the boss. I say when we go, here we go. I'm gonna take a little bit of my, I'm gonna take just a little bit. Oh, it's a good thing I don't have that now. I can dip in here. Just a tiny bit of glitter glue. And I'm just gonna put that on the lid so this has a little bit to stick to. I'm gonna pull that up. It's tacky, so I really gotta drag it over. There we go. Just a little tack, okay? And then I want to use a brush. I don't really want to dig my finger in this. So I'm going to use like a concealer type brush to pick that up. And again, we're using the shade Twinkle Toes. Okay. And she's going to give you some purple. Okay, very pretty. On the lower lash line, I don't really I don't really think I want to do any shimmer down there. So instead, I'm going to take this. How about we use this pink here? I'm going to take that and do that on the inner portion of the lower lash line. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye and I'll come back with the finished look. Okay, we are done and I really like it. Now, I didn't put mascara on the lower lash line because I feel like sometimes it opens my eyes more if I just leave that area blank. You know, I don't have the black framing it. Especially if I don't do anything dark down there. I feel like it looks a bit more balanced somehow if I just leave the lashes bare. So that's what we did. I didn't do anything for the brow bone. I kind of still have the highlight from the first look on my brow bone, but excuse me, burp and gurgling, that's what I do. But that is the finished look. This is definitely something I actually would wear and I really like it. I like the blend, you know, like I said, beauty supply store makeup or cheaper makeup does not mean cheaper quality, bad quality, ugly makeup that doesn't work. Like, you can do stuff with it. And I do also really enjoy and appreciate formulas that maybe take a little bit of elbow grease, because then you know you're not going to end up having it be too much upon application. You can really build up the intensity. Now, maybe you can't build it up too much, but you can still build it up, because it's better to start small than to end up with a big blob that you can't blend out. So that is look 2. All right, I'll see you in look 3. Okay, so let's talk about the last date. Now, I feel like this one, I want to be very kind of grown and sexy. I don't know why, but the products we're going to use is this gorgeous set from Ray-Ban, I'm not sure how you say it, but it looks like this. It's absolutely stunning. I love it so much already. I'm addicted. So let's go ahead. I'm only going to use the mascara, the mascara and the eyeshadow quad, and I'll do a different lip. In the first 2 looks I didn't mention, but I just had on my Lancome gloss, the 383, because if I'm going on a date and I know I'm going to be eating or drinking, I probably wouldn't wear a lip, not even a liquid lip. I would just wear a gloss that I can easily reapply. So that's what is on the lips. But for this look, we're gonna go ahead and do a lip combo, okay? So this is a beautiful set, and this is the eyeshadow quad. It's so the eyeshadow quad we have. These are the colors. So I feel like I want to do a really nice halo eye. We're going to attempt it with these shades and these shades alone. The eyes are prepped and primed with the Prime Like a Boss from Essence. Let's get started. Now, we don't have many options, so I'm gonna go ahead, put this in the crease. That's gonna be our transition, all that stuff, and we're gonna use this one as our deepening shade. So let's see what happens. I don't know very much about this brand. All I know is that since it launched on Ulta's website, I have wanted to try it. So That's what we're gonna do. Oh, it's a little ashy. That's okay. That's okay. That is okay. All right. I already tried the color shot that comes with it, and it is a beautiful bronzy taupey shade. It's a total one and done eyeshadow for me. I absolutely love it. I cannot wait to play with it again, but I wanted to finally use this eyeshadow palette. Okay, it's quite bright, but that's not terrible. We're gonna work with it because, like I said, I want to do a halo, slightly smoky eye. So I want to use let's use all the shades, okay? So with that being on, I'm gonna go into this dark shade and we're gonna halo this out. It's gonna go on the outer and we're just gonna see what she does. Ooh, I like that. I can't exactly describe this color. Maybe like a grayish brown, maybe? With like a touch of taupe and a touch of like charcoal. Yep, that's giving it to me. That's doing exactly what I want. Okay, I should have been going between brushes. I'm gonna go ahead and do both eyes for you on this one. Oh, I did. This is the third look I've done in 20 minutes. So, like I said, I'm racing the sun here, or the sunset. But what is this? Is this a metallic? Yeah, it's a metal. That's what it says. But it looks really beautiful, and it's, yeah. Okay, I can kind of see why they would call it a metal instead of a metallic, because it's like shiny, of course, but yeah, it has like the matte-ness of metal, which is like reflective, but not, you know, kind of glittery the way a metallic could kind of look. Did that make sense, or was that word soup? Yeah, a metal is a good name for that. And I really like the way that looks because it's soft, but I'm still getting that smoky eye that I was going for. This is exactly what I was envisioning when I decided to pull this one out. So that's nice. Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. We're gonna take that same shade and I'm going to pop that on the lower lash line. If you're new to my channel, you will notice I like to use one brush if I can. Mama's lazy. I hate washing brushes, and also I personally feel like my shades blend better when I do this. I don't know if that's BS, but that's how I feel. So I do it, okay? All right, that's beautiful. Yeah, like a pewter purple, browny gray, stony slate, I don't know. Next, we're gonna go in with this beautiful blue shade, and we're gonna put that on the center of the eye. What I like is that the shades are very close, so it almost looks like one shade, but not. You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it. In the pan, they don't look very close to each other, but on the eye, they do. Now, it could be because I'm applying this blue quite sheerly because I'm using a brush. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my finger, see what happens. Not too much, but that's okay. I like it. Next, I'm gonna take this shade and I'm gonna put this just on the ball of the eye here. For a little added brightness. I like it. On the lower lash line, I'm going to take that light shade, and I'm going to try not to get all this in my eyeball. Just going to work that on the lower lash line. Don't know if you can see it. I like it. Okay, I'm just gonna take my powder brush, get any of that off. Okay, I'm just checking. I like everything, and there is a mascara that comes with this set. Beautiful. There's a hair on my nose called Famous Mascara in Deep Black. Hold on, there's a hair all over me. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead, pop on this mascara and find a lip combo, and I'll be right back. Okay, we are back. I've put on the mascara. I actually did go ahead and use the lipstick that came with it. It's Famous lip color, and I don't know what this says. ID Fixie. It says IDEEFIXE. I don't know what that means. I'm not well versed. Okay, so anywho, that's the lippy stick. Okay, she real pretty. We have Sheba on as our liner because of course we do, and then I'm using Nubian Nude Gloss because of course I am. That is the finished look. Yes, a little grown and sexy, but still not too much. You know, it just feels. It feels a little bit sophisticated. I feel like I'd be wearing like a black sequin dress. I would probably have big hair, you know, little leg out, little skin, little shoulder or something. And I feel like I just look a little regal, you know? I feel like we're having champagne or something. I don't drink. Is champagne fancy? Anywho. But that is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. It's been me, Jasmine the Buffet Witch, but you already know that because you be knowing things. I will see you in the next video, which will be very, very soon. But until then, drink some waters, take good care of yourself, and we will talk later. Bye. And we beat the sun, or sundown. Bye.